most complete basketball player, Michael Jordan was it. That year we won 56, 57, 58 games, something like that. We were really good. If you were going to beat us, you had to do something special. And I knew what we were up against in him. You knew it was going to be a daunting task. You're going to play your best basketball, and he's just not going to have an off game. And you're trying to make sure you manage everyone else, and hopefully he has a few misses here or there. They were struggling, and so Michael, I vividly remember one play, he came off of a screen, and he was really supposed to kick the ball to the corner, but he turned the corner and he went to the basket. And I was like, oh, okay. And he took it upon himself to score. Went to overtime, and he was just unstoppable. And he scored, obviously 69 points. He had almost 20 rebounds. So it was remarkable to watch that and to be a part of that, because we had done everything right. And even defending him, we were getting into him, and he was taking tough shots. He was just making them. Michael Jordan took what they did to the next level because of his explosiveness, his swag, his demeanor, and
Good evening, everyone. Along with Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got a showdown in the Central Division. The Cleveland Cavaliers hosting the Chicago Bulls. And Mike, not a lot of welcoming faces for Michael Jordan in this arena tonight.
And that's right, Kevin. Of course, MJ ended Cleveland's season last year in this building, a buzzer beater in Game 5 of the first round. Opening night this season, Jordan poured in 54 against Cleveland.
So Clark, for the Cavs, they're 32-36 and looking to make the playoffs. Their main priority has to be figuring out a way to slow down Michael Jordan, right?
Absolutely, Kevin. They need to make Jordan give up the ball, force somebody else to beat him, send double teams at him, get that rock out of his hands. Clearly, Cleveland has to pay a lot of extra attention to Michael Jordan if they want to have a chance to win.
Now, let's give you the starting five. For Chicago in the backcourt, John Paxson running the point. And at the 2, it's the former MVP, Michael Jordan. A defensive stopper. Scottie Pippen is the small forward. Horace Grant at the power forward spot. And at center, the big man, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And introducing the Cleveland starters. Sharp-shooting Mark Price is at the 1. And the defensive specialist, Craig Ehlo, joins him in the backcourt. The forwards, rookie third-round pick Winston Bennett at 3. With the experienced Larry Nance playing power forward. And finally, the two-time All-Star, Brad Daugherty, is the center.
So far this year, in the first 3 meetings between Chicago and Cleveland, all Bulls wins, Michael Jordan is averaging 44 points per game against the Cavs, shooting 55%. MJ is the last guy Cleveland wants to see.
Now, Jordan puts it down!
Oh, my goodness!
Bill Cartwright.
Well, Mike, at breakfast, we were opening up the papers here in Cleveland, the front page of the sports section. An article about the Cavs' Craig Ehlo trying to guard Michael Jordan.
You just know Michael read that article like we did.
And here are the Cavaliers now. The Bulls getting the bucket. And Daugherty kicks to Price. 5 on the clock. Over Paxson. Another shot. There's the nice layup by Daugherty.
Terrific to see Brad Daugherty in the starting lineup. He has struggled through injuries this year, so glad to see the big fella healthy and starting.
An all-star the previous 2 seasons, Brad's health is so important for Cleveland.
Paxson against Price. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Nance. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
While the Cavs have lost every meeting with Chicago this year, Mark Price has been excellent against the Bulls.
He sure has been, Coach. With 16 points, 15 assists in 1 game. 5 days ago in Chicago, Price had 25 points in guard, clearly leading the way for his team.
Now here's Price, following the miss by Michael Jordan. Price kicks to Bennett. The pass to Ehlo. Over Paxson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Well, Michael Jordan on a historic pace. And for more, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Michael Jordan is well on his way to a 4th straight scoring title. With 14 games left, including tonight, Jordan's averaging more than 33 points per game, giving him a more than 2-point lead over Utah's Karl Malone. The only other player to lead the league 4 straight seasons, the great Wilt Chamberlain. Back to you, Kevin.
Some good history right there, David. Thank you. MJ is a special player. He's a great scorer. Mike, look at his game. Tell me why.
This might not be the first thing you think of, but his conditioning has a lot to do with it. MJ just never gets tired. He can carry a team.
I've never seen anything like it. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA, Clark, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Leading the league at 41%. They also are number 1 in attempts and in three-point shots made.
And you know, Kevin, the injury to Brad Daugherty, I think, forced Cleveland into becoming a more focused team from the three-point line. Guys like Price and Craig Elo, Steve Kerr, all shooting it well. That's Mark Price, for those wondering.
That's right. Here's Jordan. Following the basket by Mark Price. A nice shot by Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 13.
Timeout.
The Cavs fans might already have their palms in their hands. Jordan looking really strong here early.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
When he's getting to the rack all game, if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Brown is checked in for Cleveland. Kerr comes in for Mark Price. Then for the Bulls, Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. King comes in for Horace Grant. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Paxson.
You know, over the last 3 seasons now, this is the 26th meeting between the Bulls and Cavs, so there is nothing that either team is not familiar with about the other. They know each other quite well.
Yeah, so adjustments will be key. The game plan should be known, so those little tweaks in the game are huge.
Now here's Daugherty. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This is where Daugherty wants the ball, because he's adept at using his size to get defenses to compromise.
The Cavaliers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And so Daugherty nails both of them. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Jordan. Banked in off the glass. And that's 15 points for Jordan.
Listen, you either double Jordan now or you're going to pay for it later.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
Chicago with the ball.
In each of the last 2 playoffs, the Bulls have eliminated Cleveland in the first round.
And heartbreaking losses for the Cavs both times as it came down to a winner-take-all 5th game. This has become quite a rivalry in the Central Division.
Here's Brown. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Elo up top. Guarded by Jordan. Daugherty, no luck. And here are the Bulls now. They're leading by 8. Here's Jordan. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Kerr outside. Passes it to Brown. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Kerr the pass to Brown. Here's Elo. Cleveland the rebound. And Brad Daugherty with the slam.
Tell you what, whenever Daugherty steps onto the floor, you're almost ready to mark a double-double in the book just because he shows up.
Jordan drives to the hoop.
Losing his defender right there, cutting through this defense. Well done.
Oh, and then he just finishes with authority.
And that shows you the skill level he has. Creates space and caps it off with a dunk.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to Richfield, Ohio, just a bit south of Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Kevin Harlan, Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge here. We're set for the start of the second quarter between the Cavs and Bulls. It's a big matchup in the Central Division.
Opening night for both of these teams in Chicago, Michael Jordan went off for 54 points. An overtime win for the Bulls.
The headline of the Cleveland sports page, Mission Impossible. Elo to try to ground Air Jordan. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, you can bet that Michael Jordan read that as well. He's quoted in the article as saying, Craig Elo is a very good defender, and I accept him as a challenge. Now, the backstory, of course, is that Elo was a minor league player just 3 years ago. He signed a new contract here in Cleveland, and his defense was a big reason why. But you know Jordan's going to bring something extra. Kevin?
He always does. David, thank you for that. Mike, the Cavs coaches probably wish they ran that story on another day.
I mean, did they have to run that article today? Let's be clear. As good as Elo is, no one is stopping Michael Jordan when he's on. Sorry, Craig.
Jordan is out there with Williams. Then there's Price, then it's Nance, and it's Elo in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And Clark, that 54-point outburst for Michael, a season high for the all-world guard.
Kevin seems like he just has the Cavs number. I mean, he also had those 41 points 5 days ago against Cleveland. MJ slept real well last night in anticipation of this one.
He must have. But boy, he gets ready to play him, doesn't he?
Yep.
Here's Jordan, takes it inside, and excellent job by the Bulls, Clark. So far on defense, they've limited the Cavs' three-point shooting game.
With Jordan and Pippen defending the perimeter, hard to get good looks. The Bulls are not an easy team to knock down threes on.
Not at all. Jordan against Elo. Fades. Rebounded by Doherty.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Elo can't hit.
Well, that's a quality look for him. Probably surprised himself with that miss.
Yeah, the defense can't continue to give him that shot and expect the same results.
Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Then it's checked in for the Cavaliers. Price kicks to Bennett. Elo against Jordan. Elo dishes to Williams. Comes up empty down low.
Aggressive move. That's an easy 2 points most of the time.
So far in this one, Coach, Michael Jordan dominating the backcourt battle with Mark Price.
No real surprise here. MJ leading the league in scoring. It's another big night at the office for Jordan. The first-year head coach of the Bulls, 44-year-old Phil Jackson, the last 2 seasons, Jackson was an assistant under former Bulls coach Doug Collins. And while Jackson was a head coach in Puerto Rico, this is Phil's first NBA head coaching job.
And Bulls coach Phil Jackson, a great player back in the day, you may recall, Clark, with the New York Knicks.
Yeah, he was on championship teams in 1970 and 73 with the Knicks. And he's a player's coach. He's known to be laid back, but it'll be interesting to see if he can take this Bulls team to the next level.
My guess is he can. What do you think?
I would agree.
Stolen by Pippen. And now the Bulls on the break. Jordan's running. Bucket is good. Armstrong's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
Sticking to the basics. Hey, the fundamentals never go out of style. No reason to risk the fast break on a showboat shot.
Absolutely agree. Just take those easy points when you can get them.
The Cavs shocking the NBA with a huge trade back in November, trading their leading scorer, one of the best 2 guards in the league, Ron Harper, and a first-round pick to the Clippers, and got 2 young players back.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Price looking it over. Dishes it to Nance. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Mike for the Cavs. The trade has been a catastrophe so far.
You lose Harper, who is averaging 22 a game. The 2 players you get back, one has already been cut. The other playing pro ball in Italy. So you don't replace Harper's production at all.
Not at all. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers.
2 minutes
Rollins
remaining.
checked in for Williams.
2 minutes.
And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Price.
High basketball IQ play there, changing his shot in the air so he could avoid the defense. Can't fault him for creativity there.
Kerr kicks to Bennett. Kicks it out to Kerr. And that one goes long. Michael Jordan has had such great success, Mike, against this Cleveland franchise, hasn't he?
Michael Jordan.
The shot last year on this floor, 54 points opening night in Chicago. MJ loves playing the Cavs.
He does indeed. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. King against Nance. Pass to Rollins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bennett. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Bulls leading by 11. Michael Jordan on the wing, defended by Kerr. And here's Jordan outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
For 3.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the league. And so far, this hasn't been the case.
Elo outside. From past the arc. They get it again. Here's Rollins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rollins got his first basket of the night.
If you don't get a body on Rollins, he's going to make you pay on the offensive glass.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shoots a fader. Jordan's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Kerr outside. Baseline jumper. And that one hits back iron. Here's Jordan. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
What a shot to beat the buzzer, and that's how you gain momentum.
Yeah, that kind of a shot always energizes a team, and they'll look to build off of it going into the next quarter.
And the first half is now in the books. It's Chicago. They lead by 14. Time now for the halftime break with the third. All right, here we go. The second half start from Northeast Ohio with Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and D.A. This is Kevin Harlan. It's the Cavs and Bulls, a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff picture.
It is great to see Brad Daugherty out there. Earlier in the season, Brad had ankle surgery, and he still isn't up to 100%. If Cleveland wants to make the playoffs, they need Daugherty healthy.
So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Pippen is out there with Grant. Then it's Cartwright. Then there's Paxson. And it's Jordan in at the 2. And here are the Cavaliers now. And here's Price from beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Price has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Cavs. And the great Brad Daugherty, an all-star the previous 2 seasons for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's the #1 overall pick back in 1986, and he certainly has lived up to the billing of being a franchise center. He's a double-double machine, highly efficient, very skilled, and still working his way back to that all-star level.
Clark, you were a double-double machine, about 19 points a game, and just a hair under 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I found my way into that for the short time that I played, Kevin.
Elo kicks to Price. 6 to shoot. Paxson with the steal. Thus far, another monster game for Michael Jordan against Cleveland. You know, Mike, he just owns the Cavaliers, doesn't
John Paxson.
Well, the newspaper editor didn't do Cleveland any favors by running that article. Jordan making a point tonight, no one can guard me.
Very clear. And Cleveland with another turnover here.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And so Grant will bring it up for the Bulls. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Jordan, the pass to Grant, lays it up off the glass.
This is exactly where Grant, I think, is most comfortable operating. Feels like nobody can guard him in close.
Pass to Bennett. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And trying to break loose. Shot by Bennett, no good. And looking at Cleveland's three-point numbers, Clark, they're down compared to what they normally do.
Well, you know, it was a point of emphasis and focus for Phil Jackson and his staff. I mean, the Cavs offense is centered around
I'm loving it. And the team-first attitude of Cartwright, wanting to get it to his open guys.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Straight up facts here, guys. They are getting destroyed down low.
Points in the paint, the topic of this timeout conversation. They need to play with more pride.
Williams is checked in for Bennett. B.J. Armstrong's checked in for Chicago. Nance dishes to Williams. Price passes to Elo. To the middle to stop the run, and Price finishes inside. Price has got 13.
Once he gets rolling, Mark Price can go off. We're seeing that tonight.
Jordan against Nance. Little turnaround. Can't hit that one. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
Look, the Cavs have been a bit disappointing this season, sitting at 32 and 36 right now. Remember last year, they won 57 games, the second most in the NBA, won an incredible 37-4 in this building. A few things have been a little off this year, to say the least.
Here's Doherty.
Fantastic work on defense from Cartwright, using his size and length to affect the shot.
Here's Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And Cleveland just a few levels below last year. Coach, why is that?
The Ron Harper trade has been a disaster. That's 18-5-5 you lose from Harper. Brad Daugherty's ankle injury has really hurt this team. They need to come together quick to make the playoffs.
Real quick. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And I like the pass-first mentality of Price. A terrific distributor and a guy that his teammates really look up to.
Chicago leading by 17. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Price. Jordan down low. Working on Price. So Mike Fratello, this Cavs-Bulls matchup, it has really turned into a terrific rivalry.
Well, the Bulls keep knocking the Cavs out in the playoffs. Division rivals play each other 6 times during the regular season, so they see each other a ton.
Very good point. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Just 5 to shoot. Elo can't hit. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 12-4 run. A deep three from Jordan. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now Cleveland moving it up. Looking to end his cold spell. And that one's good. Elo. Elo's got 6.
Running the floor and capping off the fast break. Elo brings hard work and hustle every time he steps onto the court.
Here's Jordan. Now the pass to Cartwright. Back to Jordan. And Jordan slams it in.
Assisted.
Michael Jordan won the MVP in 1988, finished second in voting last year to Magic Johnson. I think he's in the conversation again. MJ leads the league in scoring. The Bulls with the second best record in the East.
Timeout called Cleveland. Hey, Clark, in the MVP race, it feels like it's Magic Johnson against Michael Jordan. What do you think?
I agree, and you take a look at Magic. He's your pick if passing is what you favor. Over 11 assists per game. Johnson's Lakers have the NBA's best record as well, 51-17. MJ clearly has the scoring edge, 33 points a game. Plus, he's a first-team all-defense guy. I think it's another hard choice for the voters.
You and I vote it is going to be difficult.
Hard, no question.
Michael Jordan.
Good.
Solid pass from King. Excellent job finding and hitting the open man.
Price kicks to Elo. Knocked loose. Here's Jordan. So Jordan now approaching the 54-point mark he posted against the Cavs earlier this season.
Stay aggressive. I don't ever like to see teams pump the brakes when they've got the lead. Stay aggressive, attack, a fantastic way to pad your cushion.
Absolutely. You know a run is coming.
That three off the mark. And here's Price. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The rebound by Pippen. Here's Chicago. They're on an 18-6 run. Short. Michael Jordan showing greatness, just a basket away from the 54-point total he posted against Cleveland earlier this season. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
The 6-foot Price going inside and getting it done. Loving it.
Elo against Jordan. And he uses the glass on the lane. Jordan's got 54 points.
You see why they lean on him night in and night out.
Passes it to Elo. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. He's looking to make history here today. Who knows how many points he'll end up with when it's all said and done. Back to the action in just a minute. All right, we've made it to the fourth quarter. Kevin, Mike, Clark, and D.A. with you. Yet another matchup between the Cavs and the Bulls. These two know each other so well. Here is Paxson.
Well, when you talk about Craig Elo, what a story this guy is. Was cut from the NBA, playing in a minor professional league, got a 10-day contract with Cleveland 3 years ago to replace Mark Price, who had appendicitis. Elo has stuck since then in the league.
We've got Brown. Hardy is out there with Kerr. Then there's Rollins. And it's Bennett in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Hardy passes to Brown. Here's Bennett. Kerr kicks to Brown. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And for Elo, making it in the NBA, Clark, he just got rewarded.
And really cool to see. I mean, recently signing a new big contract. He's a fantastic three-point shooter, and he's one of the better defenders at the two-guard spot in the league. And he's got a really good work ethic and sets a great example for his teammates.
Well said.
Michael Jordan.
And the second free throw, good. Well, we've been tracking the scoring of Michael Jordan. And, Coach, no surprise. He has been dynamite.
Did they have to run that story today about Elo guarding Jordan? I think the article poked the bear, as if Jordan needed anything else to motivate him.
Isn't that the truth? My goodness.
You know, and to put things simply, they've outworked the opposition on the glass, which is why they have this lead.
Yeah, coach has to be really happy with their effort on the boards.
Michael
Just
Jordan.
being absolutely relentless and torching the opposition as a result. And he could have gone straight up with it. But by fading away, this gave him more separation and allowed him security to drain it.
Kerr, the pass to Rollins. Bennett with it. Right wing, 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The shot by Rollins, no good. Oh, Clark, the Bulls have done a great job against the Cavs' three-point shooting game. Nice. Michael Jordan rising to career levels for the first time since 1987. 61 points.
The big man, Purdue, possesses a good feel for when to give it up.
Pass to Kerr. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Rollins, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw drops for Rollins.
Shooting for Cleveland.
It's hard not to appreciate a
Rollins.
big rim-protecting big guy like Tree Rollins. I mean, he knows his role and is determined to play it well for the good of the team, and shot blocking is one of his greatest attributes.
Here's Jordan. That ties it. Michael Jordan has equaled his career high. 63 points. An enormous effort tonight. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Kerr outside. Doing it all, Jordan has recorded double-digit rebounds in consecutive games now. Jordan way outside. It's hauled in by Brown.
Looking forward to the playoffs. We know the Bulls will be there. They're jockeying for position. Chicago has been knocked out by the bad boys the last 2 seasons.
Pass to Hardy. Over Paxson. Here's Brown. Fade away. King with the block.
Great D from King. That's his role on this squad.
Jordan. He's done it. Michael Jordan has set a new career high. 65 points. Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. And another miss by Cleveland. Well, for the Bulls in the playoffs, Clark, what do they need to do to get to the finals?
Kevin, I think they've got to toughen up, become more aggressive, more physical, especially if they want to beat Detroit. You've got to be willing to take a beating and give one out.
Michael Jordan, now at 67 points, has now set this building's scoring record. Absolutely
2 minutes
outstanding.
remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Kerr. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Rollins. It's good on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
And there's the pass to Purdue. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Tipped away. Kerr against Jordan. Over Kerr. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jordan. Passes to King. Jordan against Kerr. Jordan is doubled. Unbelievable. Jordan just notched 69 points. A man on a mission tonight, folks. Holy cow. Bennett dishes to Kerr. Goes up from the top of the key, and he hits the jump shot.
This is what the team counts on from Kerr, finding himself shots and knocking them down.
Paxson with the ball, now defended by Bennett, and John Paxson good for 3.
They've turned it up a notch here during this home stretch.
Yeah, saving their best basketball for when it mattered the most. That's how you secure a win.
Now, here's Bennett. He's covered closely. Here's Hardy. Pass to Rollins. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is where you let Rollins go to work now because he knows how to score in close, and he's 7-1, so get it to him.
Jordan inside.
Michael Jordan.
He's covered by Brown.